Evening VC. All right, keeping it going with the Acid Archives Diaries. This time I pulled this record and jammed this. This is a killer record. The Grodeck Whipperjenny on People Records. Originally put out in 1970. It's a James Brown production, although he does not appear on the record. This is a David Matthews record and not from the Dave Matthews Band. This is 1970. It's listed as psychedelic. There's definitely some psychedelic tinges to some of what goes on, but it's I don't know. It's a kind of a diverse record and a great group. Dave Matthews plays piano, organ, a little bit of trombone on here, not much. Kenny Poole's on guitar and vocal on a couple of tracks. Michael Moore bass and some really good funky bass grooves. And Jimmy Madison throwing down some funky drumming. And Mary Ellen Bell on vocals on, what was she on? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 tracks on side A on vocal. Damn good record. And it got a reissue, I think, from Now Again for one of the record store days. It's considered a sister album to one of the James Brown albums because it was recorded within a month of that James Brown album. It starred a King Records Studios in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'll show you the label on this one. This is let's see, the original pressing had a U.S. copy in 1970 and a Canadian. The U.S. was on People Records, the Canadian was on Columbia. This was the first reissue when they did the People labels, but in purple. The originals weren't purple. It's a nice pressing. It's actually, I think Scorpio did it out of New York. In 2002 is when maybe this was pressed. It was kind of, Discogs wasn't sure, but yeah, the first track's funny name, Sitting Here on a Tongue, really good jamming track. A couple of these songs kind of remind me of David Axelrod stuff, maybe like from Heavy Axe or something like that. And then the second track's probably the weakest on the album, Wonder If. It's more of a kind of folk-leaning vocal for Mary Ellen Bell, but it's a short song. Why Can't I Go Back? The third song is she's singing again, but it's back to the groove. Really good stuff. The first track, they definitely are putting in some effects on the organ, it sounds like to me. Conclusions, fourth track is a longer song. There's some string arrangement on there that's not listed on the liner notes. But it's a good instrumental cut, and then You're Too Young is a short deal where they're kind of screwing around in the studio at the beginning and end. But again, sung by Mary Ellen Bell on that one. But a good cut. Side 2 starts off with a banger. It's really damn fucking great. Really a lot of groove. And then there's a 1-minute jam, Inside or Outside, after that, and then a 10-minute plus epic track to end this record with Dave Matthews on piano on that, and the guitar player is really great. The songs that the guitar player sings on are excellent also. Kenny Poole. But yeah, it's a damn good LP. Highly recommend if you can find a copy. Originals have a black cover, but I got this from Noble Records, I think on his grand opening weekend. It was cheap because it has a nasty or a gnarly deal from a former price sticker, which is a party foul, but I grabbed it and I'm happy I did. It sounds really good. Keeping the Acid Archives going. Hope you're all well. Peace.